When did you actually get a deal?
Uh, it was like 6 weeks in, something like that. Yeah, I wrestled. I think it was after they put me through all of the largest men they could find. I
Right.
think I think I wrestled Khali, and then after Khali, I was slated to wrestle Miz and Morrison in a handicap on ECW, and they pulled me into the office in Texas and told me they were offering me a contract.
Nice. Nice.
Crazy.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the big guys you worked with. Talk to me about Great Khali.
Oh golly. Uh,
Rough.
yeah,
Yeah.
rough, rough.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, yeah. I don't think I mean, he doesn't mean to be. I don't think he just
Right.
is. Um, he swung that hand at the top of my head to start the match, and I'm not kidding. It's the last thing I remember.
Yeah.
Because the man swung what must weigh as much as a toaster oven at the top, the tippy top of my head,
Right.
And I, people were like, "Great sell." I was like, "Thanks." I think because I don't remember any of the rest of it.
Right.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
so rough. But I don't remember the whole second half. So okay, I guess.
Kane had it been easy to work with, right? No?
So
Wow.
here's
Spill
how
it.
it goes.
I want the dirt. Come on.
So I thought the same as you
Yeah, Kane's a great
because
guy.
great guy,
He's the mayor of Knoxville, damn it.
and he came up through like that Memphis system, right?
Right.
So
Yeah,
you when
Smoky
you
Mountain.
think of that, you think of like worker. You think Kane. I
Yeah.
wrestled Big Daddy V. Big Daddy V made me think that pro wrestling was magic because that man weighed 600 pounds and stood on me with both feet, and I didn't feel a thing. He was the ultimate worker of all workers because you watch
Wow.
that match and it looks like he is killing me. He is not killing me at all. I got on that match and I was like, oh, this is how it is. It's he looks like he's killing me. He's not even, he's barely touching me.
Right.
This is incredible. And then 2 weeks later, I wrestled Kane. And I was like, oh, same kind of deal. And at that point, I built somewhat of a rapport with him. I thought we had a couple conversations. We were friendly with each other. He was excited to work with me. And then that match starts, and he crushes me with everything. he boots
Really?
he boots me right off the bat, and I was like, oh no. And then he clotheslines me in the corner, and I was like, I am in trouble. This guy is
No.
laying it in.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Huh.
that one was painful.
You
And he
know, you,
he choke slams me from my back, like I'm laying on the mat, and he picks me up from my back all the way up for the choke slam and down. That was a Dean Malenko idea. He was like, "Hey, Kane, you think you can do this?" And Kane was like, and we tried it, and he was like, "That's the one."
do you think he was just messing with you, or because I never heard he was really that stiff?
Oh, he was so stiff. He was
Wow.
so stiff. But
I
he
was
also
gonna ask.
gave me a lot of offense that is generally stiff. I will say that. So it starts with a boot, and then he
Mm-hmm.
clotheslines me in the corner. The clothesline in the
Mm-hmm.
corner is never going to be,
Right.
super. It's usually laid in there, and then there's a sidewalk slam, which is usually has a little oomph to it. So
Yeah.
like all the stuff he gave me is traditionally kind of stiffer moves, but
Okay.
whoo boy,
I got a Big Daddy v story. I was gonna ask you about him
oh
because because I heard because back in the day when I did TV jobs, I never because I always worked the heel, so he was part of Men on a Mission, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
So, but he was hurting everybody back then. I heard when he came back for his Big Daddy V run, totally different wrestler, totally different. When he was Mabel, do you remember Well Done?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So one was Steve Dahl. Love
Hmm.
Steve Dahl. I think they both passed away, Steve and Rex. And the other one was Rex King.
Yeah.
So Rex was at a TV, and someone said to him, show the boys it, show it." And I'm just a job guy there trying to what are they talking about? Rex pulls out his penis, and it's literally the whole thing is black and blue. I mean black,
From
black.
from what?
Ma- 2 weeks earlier, and this was after 2 weeks. Mabel kneed him, and it landed in his crotch. Black. I mean, it was like purple. Like this thing had a life of its own. It was like horrid to look at. Can you imagine what that must have felt like? A black and blue, and I don't mean like a little shiner.
Yeah,
I mean the
sure.
whole thing was just
And
yeah.
I cannot sing his praises enough for how well he took care of me and how like awesome he was. And he spoke to me a bunch afterwards about, because he knew I didn't have a deal and I was just kind of doing this and whatever, and what I could do to try and make myself more valuable to them and yada
Nice.
yada. He couldn't have been more gracious with his time. He couldn't have been easier to work with. Yeah, yeah, he was awesome.
Do you want to plug anything? Any social media?
So I'm as we've probably noticed, I am
A
technologically
tech guru. Sorry,
a
go ahead.
tech guru, and that extends to social media, which I'm also terrible at. But if you want to follow me, I'm at extremely cute on Twitter. Fun fact: the first tweet on the WWE Twitter account is about me. That's a fact. You can look it up.
Wow, really?
The very first tweet they ever put out was something about Mark Henry destroying me randomly, ever on their whole account.
That's trivia.
Right, right.
Yeah,
In case you need that at trivia night.
yeah.
I'm extremely Colin on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, but it's mainly my friends and family. So